Really?
Like, of Fear Factor challenges style stuff, like, what do you think you would do? Like, anytime I see a show like that and I see people having to eat bugs, I
can't do it.
I have a bad gag reflex. Like,
I can't do that.
I know that once I have the bugs in my mouth, even if it doesn't taste that bad, I'm going to be like, these are bugs. There are bug guts all over your mouth. And I'm going to gag. And then the gag is going to make me gag more.
So I could do it if they gave me anything I wanted as a chaser. Because I think if your chaser was something like, water's no good because then I keep all the texture of the bug. But if I had something that was like a slushy or a frozen drink of some kind that has it's like thick, and that can kind of mask all the mush that I'm eating. But no, I know for a fact that I would bitch out, pussy out, whatever you want to say, vomit out. I can't eat cockroaches. I can't eat maggots. I'll say this. I made a pot roast the other day and I forgot to clean out the slow cooker, and 5 days went by and I walked past it and I was like, oh God, no. And because it all came together and I knew what had and I couldn't deal with it. I just threw the whole thing away.
How much is the slow cooker away?
I don't know. But the inside part.
It's over $100, right?
No, they're not that much.
Nah, I could probably get a new
Go to Walmart, get one for $30.
Yeah, but I was I can't deal with that. I took a trash bag and I put it over it. And then I picked the whole thing up and I sat it down at the bottom of my dumpster and I closed it and walked away because I was I don't want to throw up over the slow cooker. I have 2 slow cookers. Well, I did.
Now you have 1 slow.
Now I got 1.
You also wouldn't do well with eating challenges. I
can't do it.
It's just every time I see on Survivor or something, or eating challenges are in fucking every reality show. I'm like, damn. I think this is where I would get eliminated again. Yeah, I'd be embarrassed too because everybody next to me would be at least getting a couple scorpions down, and I'd be still halfway through the first scorpion.
I've seen a guy on TikTok, and he runs it. I guess it's popular enough that people will approach him on the street, and they know him and they know the game. So he just does bug eating for money on the streets, and it is.
Is he
awful.
Chinese?
And I don't remember, but it's in America. He's not eating the bugs. You are you're approaching all right. You want $5? I got a cockroach I got a worm right here. You eat the worm. All right, they eat the worm. Here's your $5. Now, do you want to push that $5? Make it 20 for a cockroach? And it's no. What are you doing? Yeah, I do. And they're eating the cockroach.
How'd you get in my house?
But he's playing it like a street game out there. So there's no way that I can go on Fear Factor even for $50,000. I can't eat those cave spiders. That's the worst bug I ever saw, by the way. Do you remember the cave spiders? Zach, show me the cave spiders from Fear
The problem
Factor.
is the volume. If they were Woody, eat a cockroach, I could muscle through it. I could get it done. Even if it was alive, I can kill it with my mouth and get it down. I think I'm done. But oftentimes it'd be drink this half-gallon jar of bull semen. Yeah. And it's I can lick it, but to guzzle that much is a lot. That's a
They ate these. They ate multiple of these, and it was I can't remember if it was a man or a woman, but they were bleeding. Their mouth was bleeding.
And they're alive while they're eating them?
Yeah, they're alive. Yeah, you have to reach in and grab them. And again, I don't know, something happened and the person's lips were bleeding from the spider.
Yeah, something fucking happened. Look at this thing. Every bit of this says, don't eat me.
It's hard for me to look at, frankly, and when they're very big. Don't imagine that this thing is the size of your pinky nail. It's a big spider that's probably a couple inches across, and they're munching them down. Multiple of them on Fear Factor. That was the worst bug eating thing I ever saw on there. Obviously, drinking the horse cum and the horse piss was the worst challenge of anything going in you, because that's just the piss is not as bad. I would
way rather drink piss than cum from the hot cum from a horse cock.
Yeah, I would prefer the piss over the spider even, but the cum
temperature do you want your cum, Taylor?
I mean, I don't want it to be
like a softie or a smoothie.
Maybe it is better fresh. I don't know.
What do you want to? You don't want to have to chew. You know when you eat a little pudding and you give it a little chew just to kind of.
Yeah, it's like in the fucking Jackass where Chris Pontius is about to drink it and he's like, "This gets me out of something I don't want to do, right? This gets me out of it. Okay. And then he just does that.
Yeah. And he drank
like,
that.
ugh.
But that girl on Fear Factor, it was like two sexy twins or something. Like the casting on that show was great. They're like, all right. And they were, memory's weird. I remember beer steins. I remember them having beer steins of piss. I don't remember what the cum was in, but I remember them drinking like a pint of piss. At least a pint of piss. It was so much piss.
That's the volume's no joke.
You ever pee on a lady, Taylor?
No. I would if it was requested. I'm just, it doesn't do it for me.
Nicely done, Zach.
That's impressive. Can I see that again? I need to see that again. I didn't get a good enough look.
Let's see. Let's pull that up again and see
those young ladies imbibing a bit of. Yeah, I wonder how they chose which one was going to get the piss. Look how tall that glass of cum is.
That's so much cum, dude. The piss girl.
That dude was on lock and load.
She has to feel like she made out like a bandit. The piss girl.
Look at Rogan on the left. He's just like,
you guys fucking.
I got the donkey there.
The donkey's right there. Was it hot off the tap?
Definitely not. I love that they picked. This was the twins episode. Clearly, man, wild ass show. I think they tried to bring it back a couple years ago, and it didn't work out or something. If Rogan came back and did the show, obviously he wouldn't, but. Man, that'd be cool, right? Like I would.
How much would it cost?
That would
to
be
have
cool.
Rogan do it. Would he do it for $1 million an episode?
If he did it, I bet it would be his own thing. Yeah,
he should produce it himself. That way, he's comfortable. Because I remember him being upset with the course cum. He was like, "You can't do this. Don't do that to him." And also the bull riding. Those were the two things that he was like, "Come on, you can't put these people on bulls." They're like, "Don't worry, it's a stunt bull." And they're like, "Does he know that?" He's just a bull.
Yeah, the bull doesn't know it's a stunt bull. It's still a bull. Like it'll fuck you up.
He doesn't know he's got like fucking paperwork. Like he's.
I like it. Remember the guy who was violent? There was one guy. He had curly blonde hair.
His wife was the real violent one.
Yeah, and
I don't know this.
So if I recall correctly, his wife, it was like maybe a couple's episode, and his wife was kind of aggressive towards another couple. And then dude, like the wife started the fight, dude kind of continued it from there. And Joe steps in, and he's not like de-escalating too much. He's like, "Hey, you need to stop. You can't do this. You can't put your hands on anybody." And he's like, "Just because you put your hands on your wife doesn't mean you can put it on these other people over here." And it was like a dig, like you're beating your wife. I don't remember it as beating, but the two of them were like passionate.
They punched each other like in the arm hard. Like they would rough each other up. And the wife had hit an opponent, like punched him in the body hard because he was really good at manipulating and teasing her. And she hits him. And he's like, "The fuck, you hit me?" And Rogan was not having it. It was good.
Yeah. And Rogan eventually put the guy in a standing guillotine choke, if I recall correctly, in his like efforts to sort of take control of the situation. It was lopsided. Joe was not much taller, but he was way stronger and obviously decade of training.
Yeah, Joe's like probably 5'5", maybe, but he's 200 pounds. He's over 200 pounds.
5'5"? I thought he was taller than that.
I think it says 5'8" on the internet, and people like stand him next to other people that are 5'8", and he's a good bit shorter. So hard to say.
I would say that with shoes on, he's probably 5'6", 5'7". He's a real short guy, but he's like 200 fucking pounds. He really is as close to a dwarf as like not a little person, but
like Gimli,
dwarf from lore. Yeah,
he's built for mining. Built for underground labor. That's what
he's very dangerous in short distances.
He is. I wouldn't fuck with Joe Rogan over short or long distances. That guy, all I know about him is it seems like he podcasts and then like does hill sprints and wrestles with people.
Have you seen his jiu-jitsu coach, his hand? Do you know about this?
Eddie Bravo's hand?
It's a different guy. So Rogan's jits coach has this genetic deformity in one of his hands where he doesn't have any fingers, just a thumb, but he's able to like sneak it in under your chin so well that you can't stop it. Joe's like, it's really an advantage when we're in jiu-jitsu because he just sneaks it in there and you can't keep it out because he doesn't have any fucking fingers. And they showed a picture of it, and sure enough, it's like these little nub fingers down here and then just a thumb.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Look at that thing.
It looks like he's got a little pinky over there as well. Maybe something on the other side.
It's just a little protrusion. He should get that ground off.
So he can't even punch then, or maybe his punch.
He can exclusively punch.
You don't want him to hit you with that thing.
You don't need to hand it all to punch, Taylor. You can do it with a wrist.
I guess that's true. Yeah, and it's a smaller point of contact, more pressure. Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't want to roll with Joe. Actually, I bet he wouldn't be mean about
his
it. I bet he'd be nice about it.
Exactly. I bet Joe Rogan is capable of rolling politely. They're not like Jocko. Fucking.
Is he known for rolling?
He broke a guy's windpipe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What a douchebag.
Like, here's the situation. If I roll with Jocko, I expect him to care for me in the same way that if I rolled with a 9-year-old, it would be my responsibility to make sure that no one leaves this wounded, right?
Yeah.
I might win, but I'm not going to hurt the kid. I'm the kid with Jocko. But Jocko doesn't feel like that. Jocko is like, you're just a piece of meat that he's there to fuck up and get better at fucking things up. And yeah, he broke a guy's trachea or something. It was bad.
That is.
And when Jocko retold the story, there wasn't any like regret or empathy in it. It was just like, it's dangerous to roll with people. He should have known. And even Joe Rogan was like, yeah, don't roll with Jocko. That's a mistake.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
That doesn't come off as like don't roll with that guy. He's like he's dangerous. He's so good. It comes off as like what you'd say about a stupid person. Like, don't roll with that guy. He's beyond dumb. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's literally like if I'm like, hey, Kyle, you want to come and do a learn to skate with me? Here's a stick. Here's a little stick and puck. I can teach you how to pass, teach you how to skate. And then I just like Kyle's facing the board. Kyle's standing 4 feet from the boards, the most dangerous place to stand. He doesn't know how dangerous it is to stand there because he's been on the ice for 3 seconds. And then I hit him from behind to be like, welcome to hockey. And he loses all his teeth because he hits his face right on that corner stanchion. Like, if in that case, you wouldn't go like, oh, yeah, dude, don't go to stick and puck with Taylor. He's so good. It'd be like, oh, don't go with Taylor. He's a cruel piece of shit who gets off on hurting people.
Oh, perfect phrasing. I love that. That was my takeaway from Jocko. And if he was like, look, I've rolled with people. I don't think I've ever hurt anyone, but people get hurt. And, if that happens, yeah, this one got away from me. I was going for this, but it turned into that. But he was just like, yeah, he messed with the bull, you get the horns. And that solidified what he's kind of a piece of shit on the mat.
Yeah, John Jones wouldn't do that.
I bet John Jones wouldn't. If I was rolling with John Jones and I was like, Mr. Jones, I'm brand new. Will you teach me the ropes? I doubt he breaks my I doubt he breaks my fingers and stuff.
First of all, he'd quickly code switch to his white people voice. And he'd put his collar down and button up one button, and you guys would have a great time together. You could play a little golf.
What MMA
magic?
What current UFC fighters do you think would hurt you if you were to do a fun roll?
Connor, well, maybe? Definitely Diego the Nightmare Sanchez, because I called him a homosexual too.
Okay.